around that time, 2014, what were you listening to? Like, were you into SoundCloud rap, or were you into like older
for sure,
stuff?
bro. Like 2014, 2015, like that was like around when I met like X and Ski and shit.
Wow,
and like
crazy.
yeah, and like that was like I feel like they're like the heart of fucking SoundCloud
Absolutely.
rap. So yeah, I guess I was definitely partaking in that for sure, bro. Like early.
How did you meet them? Because weren't they in Miami and you're in Orlando? Is that like 3 hours away?
Yeah. I had actually one of my homies, Keys from Orlando. He introduced. I had went to Miami with him and to get in the studio with Ski and X.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and we met over there. Yep.
So 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
You're recording music, you're putting it out, and then all of a sudden, Miami is the center of the rap universe with X and Ski.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone else. But they really blew up in fucking Lil Pump and Smoke Perp, and they're in the New York Times, and they're doing tours. What was that like as an aspiring rapper, seeing your friends blow the fuck up like that?
The most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. And like, honestly, like, because I remember like the warehouse shows, you feel me, with like Ski and X, you feel me, like where there was like no one there, you feel me, and like Look At Me was like there was no one there, no one knew about Look At Me yet.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and like seeing that, you know, to like performing with them or Rolling Loud and shit, it's like too crazy to even wrap my head around that shit still, you know. But that shit is a blessing, bro. Like, those guys are like my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? So like to even work with them and be friends with them and shit, that shit is a blessing, bro. Like, for real.
What are some of your favorite early memories with Ski and X, like in those early years when like it wasn't really working out yet?
Man, we were in Orlando. Like, I remember I was in X used to live in Orlando for a little bit, and that was the time where he got that video of him like choking the kid out in the picture, and he made it artwork and shit. So that day, like, that was crazy. Like, we were in Orlando. I was in his apartment. He was showing me. He had just recorded Young Brats, and he was showing me that song and shit. And I'm like, yeah, this shit's hard as fuck. He's like, yeah, I'm about to perform it. I'm about to do the show. Come with me. And I was like, all right, bet. We get in the car. He's like telling me about some kid that like is talking shit at the show, like over some feature or some shit. And he was mad as fuck the whole car ride. Like, I seen in his face, he was mad as fuck the whole car ride. So I'm like, I'm already expecting, like, you feel me? I already know it's going to go down when we get out this car. So we get to the show, bro. This man walks straight into the show. Calls the kid out. He's like, come outside. Like, in front of everyone. Like, this is like, he's the main act. You feel me? He just walks straight in through all the fans and shit. He's like, come outside. They started fighting. That shit turned into a brawl, bro. Like, all of us, like, ended up fighting. All of us ended up fighting. That shit was crazy as fuck. Like, but yeah, that was definitely one of the most memorable moments.
I don't know at this point. It's been so long in my brain as much, but I feel like that night on Twitter when the video was on, that might have been the first time I ever heard of him. Like,
What?
Like when the video went on Twitter of him choking the kid out, like I literally think maybe or like I knew of him before, but like I wasn't too keyed in. But that was like, oh, this is like everyone's talking about it. Like, he's next up. Like,
he was on that type of time, man.
You know, I was really close with Lil Peep, and we grew up in the same town, and we lived very close together in Los Angeles. And when I talked to random people or even our friends about him now, everyone is always like, he just had like this natural kind of aura around him, and he was special. And like, it's real shit. Like, You just like looked in his eyes and like you could tell he was like special.
Yeah.
I never met X,
Same thing.
but I've heard the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like a. He just has like you feel it you feel it when he walks in. You feel me? Like he was just like he took over anywhere he went. He took over type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
any show he was at, it doesn't matter who was performing before or after him. Like that was his show now. You feel me? And you know, it's goat shit.
Yeah.
That's,
Dude.
that's how he was coming.